The Big 12 guys last year got killed down the stretch. 2006 was not very nice to the conference. Coming off the Longhorns' national title, not a single team finished in the top 10, and the league went 3-5 in bowl games, with all the wins coming against teams with 6-6 records. But this year, things should get a lot better. The Big 12 is going to be as big as ever in 2007, with 3 teams in the preseason top 20. And there are no easy wins in the conference, whether you're on the road or at home.
We take it very cliche-ish. In our coach speak, we say one game at a time. But you have to. I don't think there's any other way you're going to approach a season or a year or a schedule if you didn't focus on what you need to get done.
We've got great teams here, and every week is knockdown, drag-out football. Go one at a time, and let's see where it takes us.
You know, you really just take them one game at a time. I mean, really, that's all you can do.
It's focusing each day on the team that we're playing that week. Not looking ahead to any one game, any game, big game we might have on our schedule.
Developing team unity is paramount to having a successful season. After all, it's just as important to lose together as it is to win together.
This team has more potential than any team that's been through here when I've been here. And it all starts right now. It all starts with building team camaraderie. And you know, with a little bit of luck, who knows where we're going to be.
Whether you're haven't won a game, whether you're 500 or whether you're undefeated, you're going to have challenges and you're going to have bumps in the road that you got to work out and work through. So it's important that we stay tight and stay together as a football team and really work on our unity, because that's where it all starts.
One of the corny things I always say is quit trying to win and just be a winner. Just do the things that winners do. Now that's hard because you have so many people banging on you about, you know, you want a promotion, you want a raise, you want to win more games. Okay, just invest, and that other stuff will happen when it's ready.
In 2007, there's the opportunity for many teams to make some noise, but who will step up and make that leap to the next level?
You know, we got an opportunity. I think we have a good football team. You know, we have the opportunity to maybe knock at that door. And that being said, our football team itself is, I think they're okay with it. I think we're just focused on working hard and trying to get better each and every day.
Well, obviously we want to compete for a Big 12 championship. We want to be in a bowl game. So from the football standpoint, that's where our players want to be. And at this time, if you ask them, I think they'll tell you the same thing, that they're looking forward to that. And put yourselves in a position to win in each game gives you that opportunity.
The Big 12 championship's pretty special. Doesn't, you know, they're hard to come by. I think, you know, you see that every year. And once you have that in your grasp, maybe you know, hopefully you've played well enough to have an opportunity for something more in the national championship as well.
With the division titles up for grabs, it could be anyone's year. Expect a lot of high-scoring, big-hitting action coming from the Big 12 in 07. Well, here's what the guys with the notebook said down in San Antonio at Media Day. Colt McCoy and company are going to win the South Division ahead of Oklahoma. And then A&M, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, and Baylor 1 and 2, pretty much flipping from last year. And then in the North Division, they're saying Missouri over Nebraska. The Tigers do get the Huskers at home, followed by Kansas State, Kansas, 3, 4, 5, 6, the same as it was last year. Guys, as this conference race gets going, who are we keeping our eyes on here to make some noise?
Well, I'm going to keep my eye on Missouri. Now, I know all those writers down there at the Big 12 Media Day, they picked Missouri to win the Big 12 conference, the Big 12 North. I don't believe they're going to win it. I believe Nebraska still has the upper hand on it, but they have an exciting football team. When you look at all the offensive firepower, you got Chase Daniel, 3,500 yards passing, 28 touchdowns. All he has to do is make better decisions with the football. Then you got those big tight ends and Kaufman and Rucker, Tony Temple over 1,000 yards at running back. The big question for Missouri, can they stop anybody? Hell no. They lost too many guys on defense. You lose Xavier Jackson. You lose Brian Smith, 2 of their top ends. They have to be more physical up front, and that's what Gary Pinkel is preaching right now, being physical at the point of attack. If they can stop the run, they may have a chance of winning the Big 12 North. They will not win it, though.
I like BJ's pick with Missouri, but you can't overlook Oklahoma. I think everybody's handing this thing to Texas. Now, Bob Stoops took something out of Urban Meyer's playbook. What he did, he went and saw Bill Belichick at Patriots training camp 3 weeks ago. He wants to get that team tougher. You got to replace a quarterback. and you don't have Adrian Peterson. You didn't have him until the bowl game last year, but you got to circle that October 6th date against Texas. If they could get past Texas, Oklahoma could be a team to be reckoned with.
And we mentioned Nebraska. What about Nebraska now with Sam Keller coming in as quarterback?
Well, you got Keller, and you also have Purify. I guess he's back on the team now after his offseason problems, but he's a big target. You've got Lucky at running back. So they're going to pound the football. That's what Nebraska does. They want to run. Last year at the end of the season, they may have one running back that was healthy, so somebody's going to have to step up and provide some depth at the running back position. But Nebraska is my pick to win the North.
Well, I think you got to go home field advantage for Nebraska, too. You got the Big Sea of Red. Nebraska has some key games at home. They just got to sustain. They need some more consistency out of the quarterback position. If they get that with this Keller kid, I think they'll be okay.
And with all these teams that we're talking about, there's just one day to keep an eye on if you're a Big 12 fan. October 6th, find the couch, because both divisions could end up being determined that day. The Tigers, home field against Nebraska, like we talked about. They're going after their first conference title since they won the Big 8 in 1969. And then you got Oklahoma against Texas. A week later, A&M against Tech. And then on my birthday, Nebraska at Texas. And then in November, A&M at Oklahoma, Texas at Texas A&M. These are the games we think will be big. Now, you never know what'll be big by the time it's over with.